Hello viewers, and welcome back to Renowned Explorers, More to Explore. It's time to do the Emerged Island as our third expedition. I'm excited about this. We get to really ride Amelia's upgrades into this, and then I don't even know what we're going to do next. We might do the Lost Island next. Or, I probably want to do the Lost Island last, but honestly, we could even try to do Shangri-La next. We could do something crazy. No, we shouldn't do Shangri-La next. Shangri-La is super hard. I don't know what we'll do next. It'll be cool though. For right now, after a turbulent voyage, you arrive at the recently emerged island. The ground is still a bit wet, and it smells like rotting fish, to no one's surprise. You haven't even taken your first steps when you hear the sound of drums. You think you have time to make a plan, but then, without warning, a pair of blow darts flies toward Amelia. Oh, you done goofed. Hit by the dart, Amelia is suddenly unable to speak. You're gonna really wish you had shot those at Yvonne in a second. A couple of voodoo pirates come running out of the jungle. You'd never thought such a thing existed. I mean, it kind of doesn't even make sense. Voodoo pirate, what would that mean? Alright. So these guys are... Oh, okay, the male voodoo pirates with the swords are weak to sadness. That's going to be a real problem for them. Wow, how much speech defense do they have? Only 10. Well, Amelia's going to run forward and crack this guy across the face with a shovel because she has no other play. And in doing so, she has lowered her speech defense thanks to her trowel and broom. And, of course, we've powered up our devious abilities. And there we go. We're able to get done basically the thing I was trying to get done. And then Victor gets to move on to this rough terrain, pick up his plus armor. We'd like to finish friendly. We'll do this for now, though. It's possible that he should have gone for the... Actually, it's probable that he should have gone for the Enrage just to set us into Devious mode. From which the seg to friendly is easier. And also, in which we have all the extra, all the extra grit. So... Yeah, Victor, go for this. Excellent. I'm putting myself a little bit at risk here for not being able to finish this friendly. No, I think we'll be okay. We'll finish both of these guys off friendly. We'll use peace treaty in the process. Unfortunately... What if I move to here? Yeah, okay. We can still do that because it's a physical attack. And I think she'll regain her ability to use speeches either this turn or next. If it's this turn, that would be really helpful. Yep, okay. She has her full repertoire available again. Or, okay, the buff is still here, but it doesn't appear to actually be doing anything. So... Okay, what we'll do is this. We'll soften them both way up. And we'll come down here, and we'll friendly this guy out with Victor and Amelia combined. Oh, you know, they're not strong against confidence. So actually, Victor has had a lot of damage at his disposal this whole time. We just haven't really been taking advantage of it. Anyway, we got there. That's the important part, and we're even, friendly. The Voodoo pirates apologize for being so aggressive toward you. When you ask them what this place is and what they're doing on this island, they become terrified. Comfort them and ask them again. The pirates look at one another and feel confident enough to tell you something. One of them starts talking about how this island emerges once every 50 years in order for the captain to take his revenge on the Spanish. Then suddenly his lips melt together. The other yells, "Oh no, the curse, the curse!" And they both run back into the jungle. That was an intense start. Time to, you know, get tokens and stuff. Alright, we'll walk around that 2-supply route. You walk into a pile of old stuff the pirates must have thought was junk, but some of these are real collector's items today. Wow. A whole 1 collect token. Awesome. As you walk through a dark, swampy jungle, you hear scary chanting and people dancing. As you get closer, you see voodoo pirates dancing and singing around a campfire. A bird in a cage is being put on a pole. While the voodoo pirates dance around the bird, one of the pirates is reading spells from a spell book. After a while, the bird goes berserk and changes into a voodoo bird, which is not a real thing. That was both scary and informative. They bring up a new recruit, a casual smuggler, and tie him to the post. He looks incredibly nervous after seeing what happened to the bird, as would anyone. Guys, you said this wasn't gonna hurt, right? I want fame and fortune, but not like this. The voodoo pirates are about to do the same to him as they did to the bird. If we sit here and watch, we'll get a discovery token. I'm not gonna lie. That's very compelling to me. Or we could interfere and save him. But I love discovery tokens. Not so much that I'm willing to use my only tool. Okay. Amelia studies the ritual and carefully documents the transformation from a casual smuggler to a voodoo pirate and the ritual that causes it. Our discovery token payout right now is pretty good. Once the ritual is over, everyone, including the new recruit, leaves the area. There's a small box where items used in the ritual are stored, probably to keep voodoo monkeys from finding them. In the box, there are some items, such as dry tinder, rope, and cloth. When you move all this aside, you also find a voodoo doll. Originals like these are incredibly rare and worth studying. And we, of course, get a second discovery token, because we found a treasure. You continue the journey, but you realize even more now that some weird things are going on here. Well, we gotta hit these nature challenges as much as possible for a whole lot of reasons. While walking through the Caribbean jungle, the crew finds a place filled with coral. It seems some places on the island appear more affected by the ocean than others. These are some valuable-looking corals, but mostly, there are some valuable-looking corals, but mostly just very interesting ones. I'm very interested by that. Let's get 7 study tokens. The research, led by Amelia, yields some very interesting conclusions about the origin and characteristics of the coral. Some good coral is also taken to sell. The crew walks through the darkest area of the emerged island when suddenly it makes an amazing find. Oh hey, this is the prehistoric... Oh, okay, it's on the emerged island, not the island that's called the Caribbean Island, because the emerged island is still in the Caribbean. What a fantastic sight! It even glows in the dark. Astounding. Amelia is as happy as she can be. She isn't screaming out in joy, but a trembling smile and tearful eyes reveal how important this is for her. She calmly walks forward and starts examining the plant. Not to mention, this is an amazing discovery. Such a nice moment for Amelia. Wow, is that 5 discovery tokens? Holy crap. Victor and Yvonne sit on the ground as they watch Amelia study the plant with awe. She's a special girl, alright. Seeing her unconditional love for the natural world is inspiring. Victor and Yvonne vow to help the young scientist reach the top. She deserves it. Amelia spends the whole night just looking at the glowing flowers. Everybody's gained. She's adorkable. She has +5 spirit. She does look kind of, yeah. I get it. I understand. Okay, so we have 7 discovery tokens that we got from the last... from visiting this node. That's pretty great. Okay, we go here because there's a 0-point connection between these two. A small dirty puzzle, which is perfect for conducting some research about the island's structure. That's not true, that's not what research is. The crew is still curious about Victor's military past. His bravery is commendable, if a little bit reckless. They're also curious as to why he has a strong preference for peace. One crew member is particularly interested. Who is it, though? I'm gonna say it's Yvonne. Yvonne confronts Victor. How did he earn that special rapier? What was it like fighting in the War of Austrian Succession? Well, Victor would rather not talk about it. It's obviously something very personal. Maybe if you go on some more adventures together, Victor might open up and trust Yvonne. Why do we get encounter tokens for that? How does that make any sense? You find an abandoned voodoo hut where they used to practice voodoo. Victor gets goosebumps from this place and urges the others to make haste. In the hut, you find some valuable voodoo tools. Voodoo tools. But it seems the voodoo is gone. A weird slab of stone lays on the ground. It looks extremely heavy. Okay, I know from previous play that if you have a level, I think it's a level 4 athlete, you can lift up the slab, and it's a thing that's related to the gargoyle riddle. Okay, well, we still haven't even gotten to the point where we can camp yet. This has been a crazy run so far. You see some strange fruit hanging from the trees. Nobody's sure what kind of fruit it is, since the island's been underwater for so long. They might be an addition to your supplies. I think that it's not worth trading supplies for... trading resolve for supplies at this moment. I'd like my resolve not to take any further hits here. We'll see how I feel a little later in the expedition. You hear voices while traveling the island. You quietly follow the direction they are coming from and find a guarded hut. Luckily for you, the guards are busy insulting and chasing some voodoo monkeys. You enter the hut while Yvonne is on the lookout. It's a weapons store. You don't have much time, so you take some valuable-looking ones. And with Victor, the expert tactician, with you, you are certain you have grabbed the best. That's true, he is... Wow. We only get 2 collect tokens for that? If we didn't have an expert tactician with us, would we just get 1? Anyway. Oh, I was hoping Yvonne's past would come up. I really wanted to see all of the things. I think we might just take 20 study tokens. We'll hold this, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to take 20 study tokens. That seems fine. The weather is perfect, the equipment in tip-top shape, and the crew is focused. A perfect moment to conduct some field research. Amelia leads the way with a naturalist experiment, while the crew follows Amelia's instructions the best they can. The crew displays teamwork and expertise. The scientific gains are significant. Those gains, bro. We have 42 study tokens right now. Let's go get some more. The island has emerged and there is slime everywhere. You're in a good spot to take some magnificent samples to study. Victor shows Amelia the interesting samples, but Amelia screams in horror and yells to get that devilish goo away. What an intense reaction to a bit of slime. Yeah, that's actually pretty weird. Well, okay, we'll go down this way. You stumble upon a stone with some symbols. If someone could translate what is written on it, you could decide if it has any kind of value. Yeah, we could probably do that. Yep. Amelia completely misinterprets the stone and tells the others they are directions to the ocean. You leave it here. Blast! Well, you still got 2 study tokens. Actually, that's fine. As you walk through the darkness of the night, you see some glowing plants. You try to pick them, but they're spectral. What a rare find. But Amelia is great at everything. And so, she thinks for a moment and comes up with a way of picking the plant. It won't survive for long, but long enough to conduct a little more research. Cool. And then we get to move a bunch of times for 0, which I appreciate. You see an old crate in the middle of a large slimy puddle. Someone athletic might get it out. Yvonne is not interested. She's very keen on hygiene. I am going to go ahead and use our tool for this. I do want those supplies pretty badly. And I certainly don't want to be gambling on a point of resolve for them. Victor carefully steps into the puddle and pulls the crate out of the slime. It's full of rum! It's quite old and valuable. Some bottles will most certainly go well with some of the food and snacks you are carrying. Rum is not supplies, you guys. Amelia has studied... No. Okay, I can talk. Amelia has studied enough nature to gain an increase in the understanding of flora and any upcoming discovery. So, right now we're at 42 to 55 gold and 32 to 50 research. I think we should start taking just gold improvements. Fantastic. The crew is proud of Amelia's intelligence. And 0-point move. As you walk along the beach, you hear a voice coming from behind you. One of the masks standing on a pool you just walked by has started talking. Apparently we wandered into Disney's Tiki Room. The blue mask states it can improve one's speech on this island if you put it on for a minute. Who's lowest on speech? 27, 37, 38. Okay, it's Yvonne's. This seems like a totally normal and reasonable thing to do. Yvonne puts on the blue mask, whose eyes light up. You hear the mask talking to Yvonne in a strange language. After about 10 seconds, the mask's eyes return to normal and it drops on the ground. Yvonne feels weird, but is able to continue. Cool. 57. We're getting there, you know? That number's starting to get pretty okay. Alright, let's keep hitting up these nature challenges. While you are walking through the trees, Amelia hears something. As you come closer, you notice a voodoo deer standing in a small clearing. So wait, is this a deer that has, like, face paint all over it? Is that what that means? It seems not only the pirates and monkeys are cursed on this island. In order to study it further, you'll have to catch it. I'm not willing to gamble supplies on that coin flip. We get most of the value from a nature challenge just from moving to the node. We better start heading in the direction of the end. As you walk through a wooded area, you are suddenly face to face with a strange voodoo pirate. You are both surprised to see one another, but you see that he is not alone. He has two pet monkeys. Voodoo monkeys. You both sense you cannot leave things as they are. Why not? Couldn't we just, nod politely, walk past each other? Like ships in the night. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. Check this out. Voodoo monkey. Face painted. Little, weird, yeah. Is that what the deer looked like? Did it have voodoo paint all over it? Is voodoo paint a real thing? I don't understand anything about this island. Alright, we want Amelia to move up so that she can apply her speech debuff aura. And then Yvonne can really let this guy have it. And sadly, he did not expire there. But I wonder if we might be able to peace treaty him out. No, he's too resistant. Too resistant to peace. Well, so I have a couple of options here. I can just... No, I can't take out the monkeys. Okay. Never mind. Alright, we at least got one down. We actually are doing kind of not a lot of damage relative to the health pools of these enemies. I'm starting to get a little concerned about this taking on adventures early thing. Alright, well, we got a double. That's not so bad, I guess. And Amelia might be able to get a second one-shot. That would be fantastic. And then Victor and Yvonne can try to figure out this other monkey. No, don't make him sad. Okay. Well, you've made him sad. But how do you feel about this? You want to make sure you do that before you switch over into friendly mode. Oh, they're immune to that, in fact. Okay, well, let's do this then. And then we really have to hope that Amelia doesn't fail on this, because if she does, then we have a monkey, with buffed speech. Well, good luck, us. He probably won't be able to take her down in one. Actually, that wasn't that bad at all, only 22. The monkey went around the long way just so that it could make fun of Victor's underwear. Monkeys these days. Okay, I think we can probably get this guy. Yeah, let's do this now while friendly abilities are buffed. Okay, so move us over into friendly. Then Amelia gets her kill. And we are 8 points to 5. I think we'll be okay. I think Yvonne finishing this thing off devious shouldn't bring us out of friendly dominance. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're good. Alright. The voodoo pirate smiles and bows, and his monkeys do the same. He apologizes that he has no time for a chat, but he won't alert the others. Okay, so how's everybody doing XP-wise? They've got to be getting pretty close. Okay, Victor's right outside. Victor's right off of a level. Amelia's actually almost level capped, because she does everything. Alright, we're doing this. You find an interesting blue crystal. Such a rare crystal is of great scientific value. You wonder what such a crystal does on an island like this. Not really. It lines my pockets. How fortunate. You see an old crate with some supplies. That is fortunate. You find a beautiful yellow crystal. Such a rare crystal is of great value. You wonder if it belongs to someone. You have found 2 similar crystals now. You wonder if there's any connection between them. You put the 2 crystals together, but nothing new is discovered. I do, in fact, know exactly what that crystal is about, and I'm really happy that we found it, because I was concerned that it might have been this node. So, with any luck... Yep, beautiful green crystal, fantastic. Such a rare crystal can give you status. You feel like its existence is no coincidence. You've found 3 similar crystals now. You put them together to see if anything happens. As soon as the third one gets close, they respond, start shaking, and eventually melt together into one big clear crystal. And we're going to take it. The boss of this island is a ghost. Which probably sounds weird, but yeah, he's a ghost. If you destroy... He's immune to physical attacks because he's incorporeal. If you destroy this crystal, it makes him corporeal so you can hit him with physical attacks. We're just going to take the crystal because we don't intend to defeat him with physical attacks anyway, probably. So, I think that we'd be fools not to take a renown bonus. Let's take plus 25% renown from gold. This is going to be like a run where we actually do score a reasonable number of points. Also, hey, look at that. You were doing some individual scouting when someone encountered a physically demanding challenge. I bet it was Victor. Victor was scouting the dense jungle on the emerged island when suddenly he found something extraordinary. Voodoo monkeys are toying around with a voodoo ritual book. Now that's a treasure Amelia might be interested in studying. Sadly, the monkeys notice you and make away with the great haste. You could try to follow them, but it won't be easy. He's chasing the monkeys at full speed. However, those cheeky buffoons take an overgrown path, a true challenge to run through. Not enough anything. Yeah, we'll just take this. So this is a gamble, 30% odds of catching them versus an armor penalty. We're just going to take plus 10% chance of catching them. That jungle looks a bit too dangerous. Victor decides to take a small detour. He pulls a more intense sprint to compensate and cleverly keeps track of the voodoo monkeys and the treasure. But what's this? The voodoo monkeys have had enough of Victor and start throwing coconuts at him. Big twist. These ones are fresh. Victor could take some time collecting coconuts for supplies, but that would look embarrassingly silly. Absolutely worth doing, I think. This chance might help the crew later. I do not want to take supply penalties on this island, given that it's we're here ahead of when we're supposed to be, and I'm seriously concerned about losing the boss fight. Food trumps treasure. But, you know, we like both. Oh no, we lose a point of resolve. Well, we only 5% likely lose a chance of point of resolve. Minus 15% attack, fortunately, won't be that big of a deal. Poor Victor. Oh, the game's gotta taunt me. Oh no, the monkeys got away with their speed and advantage. Victor is left absolutely exhausted from the chase. Not a good day to be an explorer. I'm actually pretty sad that this is 2 away, so we didn't really gain anything there. I think we're gonna get him to max tech to level 5 tactician for the bonuses. All right, I guess we're just going to the end. I want this really badly, but not badly enough to take a penalty for it. You found the base of the spooky ghost pirate Captain Roche. I moved that word up in my head. The place is rather sinister and as spooky as I said a moment ago. Time to get to the bottom of this island's mystery and to find a treasure worth taking back home. You quietly sneak into Roche's camp where you hear a loud voice talking. As you get closer, you hear Captain Roche giving a speech to a giant group of voodoo pirates. We've waited patiently for another 50 years on this cursed island, withstanding the horrible smell and the depressing humiliation of the voodoo monkeys. But finally we have emerged once more so that we can take our revenge on the Spanish. So sharpen your blades, clean your blowpipes, and practice your spells, because soon we will sail our ghost ship toward Havana and cause chaos. A loud, overwhelming cheer erupts from the crowd. A few minutes later, the pirates are making preparations, with Roche standing in the middle of the base. There's no way to get to him without alerting all the voodoo pirates, unless we make some kind of distraction. So 55%. Do we have a better chance of making a peaceful distraction? We do not. Flare guns. Nonsense. Violent distraction. You look around the empty, non-guarded buildings of the camp in search of things you can use, and Amelia spots several kegs of gunpowder. A plan is devised in which a large part of the encampment is blown to bits. Someone needs to carefully wire and place the kegs. Who will that be? Oh gee, I don't know. Why don't we have it be Yvonne? Ridiculous. Come on, yeah. So we needed was 2 more study tokens. Amelia places the kegs in strategic places, and then, once all the kegs are in place, lights the fuse. An enormous bang, followed by a mushroom cloud, wipes out much of the camp. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was in those barrels, man? Many of the voodoo pirates turn into strange purple smoke. No, seriously, what was in those barrels? The only ones left are Captain Roche, who is strangely untouched despite standing close to a keg, and a handful of voodoo pirates. Time to confront him. You walk toward Captain Roche, who sees you and seems quite angry. Who are you? Was it you who caused this chaos? You look like Spanish dogs to me. Are there any Spanish characters? I wonder if they would be like extra upset by that. Punch him in the face. You try to punch Captain Roche, but your fist goes right through him. Ah ha ha. We are cursed pirates. Me in particular. This curse made me spectral, immune to any physical damage. Time to teach you a lesson. Yeah, I'm real worried. I'm real worried about the ghost guy who wears a hat that looks like that on purpose. You're ridiculous. Okay, so, first things first. Let's clean up some of these henchmen. Well, this will at least screw up everybody's attack stats for the turn. Oh, I should have moved Amelia. Never mind. I was going to say I should have moved Amelia so that she could have adjacency, but she cannot have adjacency, in fact. This sucks. Let's deal with the deal with Captain Roche. He's physically immune. He's weak against being made confident, which is something we can actually take some advantage of. But he gets a bonus for being near his crew. You can see his speech defense is 70 right now. When my attitude is friendly or devious, he gets speech defense. When he's near his crew, he gets additional speech defense. I'm pretty unhappy about how everybody was not able to move forward here. Who has the highest attack? Alright, Amelia may be crushing some dudes with that shovel. This could be really bad, actually. I might have screwed up here. Because they're going to surround Amelia and attack her, Yvonne, and attack her a ton. Yeah, and she's also going to attack every... It's really frustrating when you have a large group of enemies and they all decide they're going to attack one person, because there's nothing you can do. There's no way to defend against that. This thing where she is sad has to end. This is terrible. I don't know that it's possible for us to get very much done this turn, sadly. So Victor picked up a new ability. I didn't talk about this yet. This heals everybody and can make them confident. I think we're going to do this. Restore everybody to full, and it'll put enough damage on this guy that Yvonne should be able to take him down. And of course, she did not receive anywhere near enough confidence to get out of being sad. That's another thing that I was kind of hoping was going to happen. 1. She left him at 1. Oh my god, we're actually going to lose this encounter, I think. We cannot take this many attacks. Okay, well at least one of them occupied a space adjacent to Yvonne and didn't attack her. So that helps a little bit. But the rest of them are really gagging up. Yep, and then... The ganging up has to stop. It's impossible to defend against. The only thing you can do is take everybody down, and if you don't have the ability to do that like we don't here, there's no way for us to fight these guys, basically. So Amelia can drop... I mean, we can drop one guy. That's it, though. So, like, Yvonne can't even stand here. She has to back way, way out. Which sucks. But, standing where she's standing now, she cannot be attacked by very many of them. And then... we can drop this guy. Reduce the number of attackers by 1. We have 2 resolve left. Like, the chances of us being able to win this are basically, they're very low. Very, very low. Because this pirate up here is going to run around and attack Yvonne. The blowgun pirate is going to attack Yvonne from a distance. Or maybe not. She doesn't even have to. She can just attack Victor. Yeah. That's another point of resolve gone. Oh no, okay. I can't remember. Did they all move yet? If we actually had a turn where everybody stayed up the whole turn, then we can use Tranquility. Which is quite powerful. Okay, we have to use a friendly ability on someone. I think what I do is this. I know that this exposes Emilia to some danger. We do this to push us up into friendly, or into persuasive. Well, us into friendly, the total mood into persuasive. And then we drop this guy with sadness, thanks to the fact that he's been injured by Victor. And now we only have to deal with 3 enemies plus the reinforcements that will be arriving constantly. In the middle of the field, apparently. I don't know why that happens on some maps. On most maps, the reinforcements only arrive from the edges. But there's a couple of fights where reinforcements will just appear in the middle of the map like this guy did. Which is frustrating for a lot of the reasons I had already talked about. There's no way to, there's nothing you can do about that. There's no counterplay there. Okay, so Victor's got his attack in a turn. We can't get close enough to actually damage any of the enemies. But we can do this to lower their attack stats. We're just like, we're straight up not tough enough for this adventure. So, it seems that taking advantage of Victor's ability is dangerous. A lot more dangerous than I thought it was going to be. What do I want to do here? If I move her to here, I can do this, I guess? I can try to enrage her. Yeah, let's do that. Let's save the, we'll save the amnesia shot for the beginning of a turn, when our teammates can get some benefit out of it. And we'll do this to put some damage on Roche, not because damaging Roche right now is valuable, but because we don't have a choice. Victor is, unfortunately, very melee range. Okay, AoE, that's not what we wanted to see. She needs to not attack. Okay. So she attacked Yvonne with... Is that the thing that makes you silenced? Yeah. Okay, that is a real bummer. But looks like we actually can bring an enemy down here while healing. Not healing very much. Okay, so Yvonne needs to run away. Which means she can't contribute this round. But she can't stay close. We're being too much trouble. Stealing the target's stats. Oh, okay, that's what that attack does. So we need to... What do we do? Yvonne being restricted to only physical attack makes this a very tricky turn. Well, we definitely don't want a physical attack right now. Huh. This ability is no good. Honestly, I think we're gonna amnesia shot here just because it's the only thing that lets us still act while it still lets us do something while not pushing us into crappy position. Yep, that's really bad. Because now the other guys... This guy was always going to, for sure, attack Yvonne. So I needed the guy who's right here to attack somebody else. Because now Yvonne's going to go down and we're going to lose a point of resolve. Yep. So that's the end of this adventure, sadly. There's no way that Victor doesn't get taken down on his turn, sadly. And I guess... I mean, I can't have... Alright, if I do this... And then I just have Amelia heal him. And then Yvonne drops one of these guys. Okay. We might... Yeah. Alright, we'll probably be able to keep our resolve this turn. Depending on who gets attacked here. I think that is pretty safe. I don't think this guy can do enough damage to kill her. Okay. And now she's adjacent to both of them. She has Tranquility off cooldown, although for an extremely low value, because her stats are being stolen. But now we can actually, like, there's only one attacker left. We can actually afford to fight back a little. So what do I need to do? Let's do this. We'll prep him and we'll try to hit him really hard this next turn. Alright. Okay, and I'm glad that he's attacking Victor, because I don't think the other pirate can't attack Victor. Alright. We have to go, like, really hard on him right now. If there's any chance for our survival, it's basically just blitzing the boss down at this moment. So, we can do that. That gives us speech defense. Man, Yvonne cannot hit him very hard, but she can make him impressed. Okay, this actually I think is going to do it. Well, how I managed to get out of that, I do not know, but we only have one resolve, and so we're probably not going to be able to finish the campaign. But we're learning things for next time, you know? We're learning that we have to be a little bit careful about taking adventures ahead of time with Victor's crew story. What have I become? A vengeance-seeking ghost pirate. I think I should finally let it go after all this time, and I have you guys to thank for that. I will leave you a reward for all your troubles. Thanks. The pirates slowly disappear, changing into purple smoke. So did we kill them all, then? Is that what that means? It seems the curse has been lifted, and Captain Roche has left a present. He dropped his captain's hat. Not only is this an item worth putting in a museum, it will also be proof of your diplomatic meeting with Captain Roche. What a fantastic treasure. 2 insight, nice. Okay, so unfortunately we don't actually have the ability to take very good advantage of these. So do I want 4 collect, 4 study, or do I want plus 3 gold from each collect token for the rest of the game? So that'd be 60-ish gold right now, a little less than 60 gold, plus next expedition's gold. I'm gonna go for this. I think that it's still going to end up being an awful lot of money. Alright, what an adventure. Voodoo pirates, voodoo monkeys, and even a meeting with the notorious Captain Roche. Memories relived every time you look at that great treasure you collected. We got our asses kicked there, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that we were here without the gear necessary to really excel. So we have to be really careful how we use Victor's crew story in the future. Hey, we got 4 encounter tokens that time. We bought those tactician's notes. So the total payout should be pretty good. So we made well north of 1,000 renown. Well, not well north, but north of 1,000 renown. 71 study tokens is pretty good. Okay, yeah, it was decently north of 1,000 renown. Okay, so let's wrap up that research tree. So, what do we want to unlock? I think we might want to unlock the Constantinople... Man, no, we don't have any status at all. The Sydney equipment shop's not that useful. And we could send it to Timbuktu. Yeah, these all suck. This is the right one. It's just that we have 3 points of bonus study in Berlin, we get 8 study tokens, and if we take her to, like, here, we only get 5 study tokens and 1 collect. We take her to here, we get 4 study tokens, yeah. Anyway, we definitely do this. +1 campaign and +1 collect while spending insight on study. Obviously, we'll be doing that a lot. 2 more insight, so actually we're at 8 insight. That's pretty fantastic, actually. So now we have to figure out what is our next tree. Engineering would not be bad. We won't really get a lot of advantage from this. This would be cool. Man, maybe this isn't that great. Psychology would be bad for us. I guess anthropology is the one that makes the most sense. We're getting bonus renown from research twice now, so adding research to our encounter tokens is probably the way to go. She is a level 2 archaeologist. We might be able to get to level 4. Add some encounter tokens to our insight. We'll take the tool first, of course. Okay, so let's get some more. I think we still have to do this. It's just that now, when we choose to spend insight on things that aren't research, we'll get better results. But yeah, we're doing this. We get further into that tree. Alright, so we could do this and commit hard to friendly. Or we could try to get cultural awareness going. This is a bit of an engine play. Is it really reasonable for us to get her to Archaeology 4? Do we have access to... we'll get an archaeologist from here, Legends and Architecture, neither of which she has. And then is there anything we could buy that would give her another point? I don't think there is from upgrading this. This gives geology, not archaeology. So the answer is no, probably. Yeah. You have offense? You don't have offense. The Sheriff badge is actually really compelling for Victor this game. So... we can do this, though. This is worth doing in any case. So let's get Emilia... Architecture, I guess? So we just need to find a way to give her one more point of Archaeologist. A bunch of the really high-class books, 1350. If they were 1300, I'd be very reticent to spend the money upgrading the shop because it would make it impossible for us to get one, but since it's already probably not possible for us to get one. We could get Naturalist, Chemistry, and Engineer Combustion at the same time. Both of which are actually useful. She'd have to drop her compass, though. Man, I've managed to gather no status at all this whole game. So yeah, unfortunately there's just no way for her to get Archaeologist 4. That's a shame. So... we're going all in on friendly. Alright, we need to try to get to 375 research because this is really powerful. So... let's commit really hard. There we go. We have to swing a little bit north of expected value, I think. So it'd be cool if we could stop getting 4s. Yeah, 7s and stuff. Actually, you know what'll help? Is we hire a student. We have enough, I think we had enough to do that before that last insight spend. Yeah, this is looking pretty bad. It looks like we're not going to make it. A bunch of 9s is nice. Actually, no, it totally looks like we'll make it. Unless I'm misremembering the number already, which is totally possible. Yeah, we're good. We're fine, we're good. Right? I don't remember what the number was. No, apparently we're not fine. Was it 365? It was 375. Okay, well... that was a shame. All we really have left is gold. So we did get to exactly 1350. Well, I think that being the case, it behooves us to buy a really good book. So I think we're going to lay on Impress really hard. Her sadness is so powerful that I kind of want to do this instead. Spoiler alert, the puppy dies. Fantastic. We're doing it. I'm committing to that. Yeah, we don't need armor. We don't need defenses. We just need to kill stuff faster. That's what I've learned. Alright, well... I'm sad. I'm sad that I didn't get to that supply node thing. And I'm sad about all the resolve we lost, because we're going to lose the game. If we are not very careful. So the question is, what now? We could go straight to the Lost Island, but I think we'll lose if we do that. It's too dangerous. So I think what we should do is hit... There's only one other 4-star. But we could go back and do something like Memphis, which is pretty powerful, has a pretty high payout, lots and lots of gold. Actually, that's a really compelling... Let's do that. Okay, come back next time. Apparently we're not using Victor's ability to get any extra amount of stars. We're just doing our expeditions out of order this time. Come back next time, the Egyptian expedition. We'll see you then.